down. Not really. Hey guys, how are we doing tonight? And guys, I'm about to make a couple of people a little bit upset, make a couple of people a little bit happy. Who knows? Honestly, right now I'm actually looking at pretty much All-Star Weekend for the NBA is coming up. If you guys did not know, obviously it is in fact that time of the year for NBA is going to be winding down very soon. Same thing with baseball is actually going to be getting started. Football just ended, folks. But yet football, as we all know, once the draft comes around and once free agency hits, boom, football is started up once again, man. And I know college starts usually before professionals, but obviously, as we all know, pretty much you go ahead, you get started with the NFL, and I'm telling you, man, or get started with the NCAA, and that week is what I like to call kill week. Why do I call it kill week? It's simple. You have teams such as #1 ranked Alabama going up against like a Division II school, and it's like, come on, we already know that Alabama's gonna kill them, so it's like. It's not even funny. But speaking of football, hey, Keystone, shout out to us, man. And in 2019, I believe it is, we are actually getting a football program. Cool. That is awesome. I'm not lying. And if it's one thing that I definitely love about this, if it's one thing that I definitely love about college, it's definitely college football. One sport that obviously I love track too. Because I do track and everything, but that's beside the point. Hey guys, but definitely college football, probably one of my favorite sports to watch, because obviously a lot of these players are actually ironically in their prime, because you look at a couple of players that, that dominated during college, like Johnny Manziel, first name to come to mind. I know Johnny Manziel. Then he got drafted by the Browns, and yeah, pretty much it's honestly it's a recap of pretty much like everybody. I mean, look at Myles Garrett, had so much promise. He did all right, but I mean, he got hurt. So I mean, it's like the 76ers. Yeah, I just took a shot at the 76ers. First year, you're injured, and then the next year, you might be able to in the running for Rookie of the Year, but who knows? But I mean, I'm interested to see what this is Cleveland Browns roster is actually about. Because they're obviously, 0-16, you're getting the #1 overall pick. Like, I don't care who you are, you're getting the #1 overall pick. And it's actually going to be pretty amazing to see, like, who they take. Because the Browns, obviously, like, their defense isn't the worst. I mean, if you ask me, I don't think it's the defense that they need an issue, or that they need, like, upgrading. I think it might be the quarterback spot. I mean, not going to say the running back spot, obviously. But, I mean... who knows, man? Who knows? And, but that's football. That's a couple of months. And obviously, I'll be keeping you guys updated with, like, any moves. Because I know the free agency class is actually going to be, pretty nice this year. And honestly, I know that, Kansas City, that's going to be a team to watch this offseason. Because they don't have a draft pick. Keep that in mind. Kansas City does not have a first-round pick. Have no clue who's going to fall to them in the second round. Because obviously, let's be realistic. They just traded away Alex Smith to the Redskins, who obviously aren't bringing back Kirk Cousins. I mean, if they do, then that's just going to be... I mean, you want to talk about hotheads going at it? I mean, jeez, man. And, I mean, no offense, Philly fans. I thought Philly fans were aggressive. I mean, just imagine you throw Kirk Cousins and Alex Smith. That bench is going to be absolutely fire. And I don't mean fire as in on fire. I mean like fire, like somebody's actually going to start a fire, light it, and everything's just going to go downhill. But honestly, that's beside the point, folks. That's beside the point. Hey, guys, I actually want to go ahead. I actually want to talk about All-Star Weekend this week coming up. Obviously, this weekend coming up for All-Star Weekend, and obviously there's 2 games tonight. It's like Timberwolves and the Lakers. Timberwolves are obviously going to kill the Lakers. I mean, come on. And then Milwaukee, Denver, and Milwaukee's most likely going to be killing Denver. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Jokic and Giannis, that's going to be a good matchup. But, real quick, speaking of All-Star Weekend, I'm actually looking at the rosters, looking at the three-point contest, looking at the dunk contest, looking at all that fun stuff, guys. And I don't know if anybody's realized, but there's actually someone, in my opinion, that has actually gotten snubbed, and I mean drastically gotten snubbed out of the All-Star game. And that's honestly shooting guard from he's in the three-point contest, by the way. Hey, guys, shooting guard from the of Phoenix Suns. Folks, if you do not know who I'm talking about, I am talking about the man himself, Devin Booker, man. And, I mean, in Booker, I mean, this is the same guy. Yes, this is the same Devin Booker, folks, that dropped, I believe it was 73 points, 70 points last season in a game against, I believe it was the Celtics of all teams. I mean, so you want to talk about a dude who is making an impact? I mean, come on. I mean, and this guy, the scary thing about it is Booker is extremely, if I'm correct, he's extremely young. So, I mean, he definitely, if he reaches free agency, guys, this guy, I mean, 24 and 4 for numbers. It's obviously 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game. And I mean, this is his second year in the NBA. Keep that in mind. And he's only 21 years old. So 2 years in the NBA, already broke 70 points. I mean, this guy, I mean, how are we overlooking Devin Booker? I mean, I'm going to be realistic, and this is going to be a bold prediction, guys. I'm going to say that and Devin Booker can go off if he wants in the three-point contest tomorrow. Like, keep that in mind, or on Saturday. He can go off. And if I know Booker, and if we know his tendencies, Booker is going to be going off. Because, I mean, he's 38% from three. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, 38%, that's not much. I mean, look at Steph Curry. I mean, yeah, but come on. You're comparing Curry, who, keep in mind, folks, and this is, again, not taking a shot at Curry, but Curry, I mean, before he played the Knicks of all teams and broke out, nobody really knew who he was. I mean, come on, bro. But, I mean, still, man. And, I mean, 26, 5, and 6 for Curry. I understand that. But, I mean, you look at Booker, he's putting up just as good numbers. And, I mean, he could really, I mean, how can I put it? I mean, even if you were to put him on the Rising Stars Challenge, I mean, he would still. Because, I mean, I think it's either his second or third year in the NBA. I mean, still. Well, think of it like this. I mean, he beats Frank Ntilikina. I mean, that's just a fact. Folks. So, I mean, and then you also got, who else could he replace? I mean, could probably replace, Tareem Prince. I mean, Brandon Ingram, I wouldn't really put that. De'Aaron Fox, Chris Dunn, maybe. John Collins. I mean, honestly, you name a guy, he could probably, more than likely, replace them. I mean, even in the regular All-Star game. And the one thing that I'm actually gonna, and I know a lot of people are gonna turn around and just be like, oh, you're just really mad that, no Miami Heat made it, or, none of this team made it. I personally, guys, I could care less if nobody from Portland made it, or if anybody from, the Miami Heat made it, or anybody from the Magic. I mean, I could really, I could care less. But the thing that gets me, folks, is the fact that the Warriors, and call me a hater, call me whatever you want. I personally, I don't care. But when I get on this mic, folks, I'm speaking the truth. I am speaking, honestly, what I think and what a lot of people actually think. I mean, don't we ever stop and think that it's actually kind of ridiculous that the Golden State Warriors, of all teams, I mean, I get it. Draymond, an amazing defender. Clay, amazing three-point shooter. Curry, unbelievable. I know I rip Curry all the time, but still, probably one of the best three-point shooters, honestly, of all time for Curry. And Durant, probably one of the best small forwards, if not the best small forward in NBA today. Hey, I mean, honestly, people are making the case because, they don't see LeBron as the king anymore because he's being La GM, as we put it. But, I mean, still, oh, man. And, I mean, I get it. I mean, you want to put 4 Warriors on the All-Star roster. But, I mean, come on, man. And that's honestly, no offense, that's taking away from, someone who deserved it. Someone like Devin Booker, someone like someone like C.J. McCollum. Someone like, I mean, and this is just throwing it out there. Someone like even a Lou Will. I mean, Lou Williams, folks. When was this man... And Lou Williams is a journeyman, folks. I mean, this guy has been in the NBA God knows how long. He's been with God knows how many teams. And, I mean, the guy this year is having a breakout year. 23, 2, and 5. I mean, again, it's his 12th year, I believe, 12th or 13th year in the NBA. And the man is, how can I put it? I mean, this is his best year. I mean, career-wise, he averages 13.5 points, and this year he's having an absolute breakout season, and it is absolutely unreal what Lou Will is doing, man. And honestly, it's a case of, like, I think that Lou Will should be in the All-Star game. I mean, and if I had to pick someone out of the East to, replace Al Horford or something like that, I'm putting Ben Simmons in, man. I mean, what has Horford done? I mean, how is Al Horford, of all people, relevant? I mean, when I heard that Horford was in the All-Star game, and I mean, the numbers, 13, 7, and 5. Like, come on. I mean, I understand that Draymond, you can make a case because Draymond's an amazing defender, but I mean, really? This is Al Horford we're talking about. This man, 31 years old, hasn't really done anything too impressive. I mean, defense-wise, I mean, what is he doing? Defense-wise, anything? Like, not really, no? Oh, kind of what I thought. I mean, and again, I'm not ripping on the guy. I kind of am, let's be realistic. I kind of am, but I mean, still. Well, he doesn't deserve to be in the All-Star game. And again, make the case for Draymond. Go for it. All right? Make the case for him. But honestly, I don't think Draymond's deserved it. I don't think Al Horford's deserved it. Honestly, I mean, like I said, a couple of these guys, I mean, man, they got snubbed. That's the best way to put it. Hey, could put it a different way, but I mean, honestly, Kristaps got hurt, and everybody turned around and it was like, oh, forward's got to replace Kemba. And then forward's got to replace a forward. And then they turn around, they put Kemba in. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Kemba deserves it. I really do. Kemba, probably the best player on that Hornets. Who am I kidding? Kemba is the best player on that Hornets roster. I mean, it's killer to even say that, folks. That the fact that Kemba is the best player on the Hornets. And honestly, they also, obviously, they have Dwight, but that's beside the point, man. And I mean, and I don't even know where to start with this, man. I mean, Bradley Beal, hands down, man, deserved it. And I'm just looking down this line. Goran Dragic, you can make the, honestly, you could make the pretty much case for, like I said, you can make the case for Ben Simmons over Goran Dragic. I get that. I mean, 17, 4, and 8. But I mean, who knows who else could potentially have taken, and this is literally what I'm asking. Who could have taken anybody's spots, really? I mean, and obviously, looking at everything this weekend coming up, it's going to be pretty much Eric Gordon who's going to be in the three-point contest, and I'll actually go ahead, I'll start off with that. Why not? Eric Gordon, three-point contest, Klay Thompson in the, these are all pretty much starting in the three-point contest, so I won't even just remind you of that. So it's Eric Gordon of the Rockets, Klay Thompson of the Warriors, Bradley Beal of the Wizards, Paul George of the Thunder, Kyle Lowry of the Raptors, Devin Booker of the Suns, Wayne Ellington of the Miami Heat, and Tobias Harris of the Clippers. Honestly, like I said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say it like this. I don't think Klay moves on. I don't think Paul George moves on. I don't think Lowry moves on. I don't think Ellington moves on. I don't think Tobias Harris moves on. That pretty much tells you who I got moving on. Or actually, yeah, I said Klay Thompson's not moving on. But even if I didn't, Klay Thompson's not moving on. There you go. I said it. So pretty much my three that I would have moving on would be probably Eric Gordon, who honestly is, again, another underrated three-point shooter. Bradley Beal, honestly, got him moving on. Honestly, I think that since John Wall left, I think Beal is going to be taking over, like, big time, man. Just think of it. And he didn't really leave. He got injured, but that beside the point, man. And then you got Devin Booker, who, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Booker goes ahead and he turns around and he just turns around and says, you know what, I'm not playing tomorrow. You know what, let me just show them why it's a mistake that I'm not playing tomorrow. I mean, and honestly, a lot of people are actually saying that they're actually hoping that tonight And trust me, I would not want to have someone get hurt or something like that. But a lot of people, that's what a lot of people are saying. They're like, yo, I'm really hoping that somebody, gets hurt. But I mean, the only downside of that is that only people that are playing tonight that have a game are Giannis. It's Timberwolves, Bucks, Nuggets, and the Lakers. Nobody made it from the Lakers. Let's be realistic. So it would be Towns, Butler, and I really hope that Towns doesn't get injured. I mean, honestly, obvious reasons why. Towns, he's from Edison. If you guys don't know, I'm from South Plainfield. Edison to South Plainfield, that's like literally a 15-minute drive. I used to go up against Edison for track. Just saying, folks. Fun fact. Anyway, but Butler, Towns, you got Giannis, and then that's really it. So, I mean, the window for one of those three guys to get hurt. I mean, Butler, I don't think has gotten hurt. Towns is literally, unless, actually, no, you can make the case that if Thibodeau kills both Towns and Butler, that's just a bad joke. Honestly, guys, the only reason I say that about Tom Thibodeau is, guys, if you seen Tom Thibodeau, man, and the dude is hilarious. I mean, I remember, I forget, I think they were facing the Sixers or something like that, and pretty much they inbounded to Towns, and then Towns pretty much has to throw it back to, I think, it was Jeff Teague he had to throw it back to, and Towns throws it out of bounds, and pretty much Thibodeau just flips, man. It was the funniest thing. If you just type in Shackton a fool, and then it's, I think, in killing a Thibodeau, or just type in Karl Anthony Towns, something like that. It's funny, trust me. But nonetheless, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to it. And then, hey guys, another thing to look forward to on All-Star Weekend is obviously the Slam Dunk Contest. Now, ironically, somebody who knows a lot about slam dunks, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, ladies and gentlemen, said that this one might actually be a little bit boring. Because, I mean, we are treated to so many high standards ever since Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon took the stage. I mean, when LaVine took the stage, everybody was like, oh, man, this dude is going to be in the slam dunk contest for a while. Honestly, when LaVine turned around and wasn't announced this year, even though he was coming back from injury, I get it. He's coming back for a torn ACL. Or a torn, it was a torn ACL, I think. But nonetheless, honestly, I was looking forward to see if, LaVine or Aaron Gordon, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get chosen for it next year. So, who knows? But this year the field's actually Oladipo, Larry Nance, and it's Dennis Smith, Donovan Mitchell. Now, obviously, rookies have been, I guess you could say, a little bit of a surprise in the slam dunk contest. So, I mean, honestly, all eyes are really going to be on Dennis Smith. And I guess it would also be Donovan Mitchell, right? It would be Donovan Mitchell and Dennis Smith. But really, I mean, I don't really know, what to expect out of these two. I mean, is it going to be a Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon showdown? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Oladipo winds up doing good. Because the Oladipo, actually, let's keep this in mind, folks. Oladipo lost to Zach LaVine back in 2015. If a lot of people don't remember that. And that's actually the sad thing, because everybody, kind of asks themselves, they're like, and I hear it sometimes, they're like, who did LaVine beat in 2015? Or they were like, Oladipo was in the slam dunk contest, but who did he lose to? Ooh, and it's like, guys, seriously? It was Zach LaVine, man. But nonetheless, again, another thing that's going to be interesting. And then the one thing that honestly is, how can I put it? It's a little bit underrated, but at the same time, it's pretty good. It's it's actually the skills challenge. And folks, do not adjust as you're hearing. Do not adjust anything like that, man. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie. And guess what team he plays for? The Nets. A Net is actually going to be at All-Star Weekend. I know, taking another shot at the Brooklyn Nets, but I mean, come on, who on the Brooklyn Nets can say they take a shot? Come on. If you don't get that one, I took like 2 hits at the Brooklyn Nets. Come on, folks. Folks, this is a team that literally has traded away their first-round pick and literally can't take advantage. I mean, could you imagine, folks? Just imagine. And what would happen? And just what would happen? And if the Nets had kept their first-round picks, I mean, would Lonzo be in Los Angeles? I mean, LeVar, you could have been traveling to Brooklyn. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Who knows? Maybe Ben Simmons could have been a part of it. Even Joel Embiid. Who knows, guys? I mean, these are first-round picks that we don't even know what would have happened had the Nets not traded them away. But, again, just saying. And then, speaking of Embiid, he's actually also going to be in the skills challenge. Al Horford, hopefully the old man doesn't, stumble over his own 2 feet. Honestly, you never know. He could get hurt. Just saying. And, alright, that's beside the point. Lauri Markkanen, who, honestly, I think is doing also really well as well in terms of the, I believe he's still a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie. Buddy Hield, who honestly for the Kings is going to be obviously the big star. Jamal Murray of the Nuggets. It's Porzingis, but obviously Porzingis got hurt, so unfortunately cannot participate. Andre Drummond, and they're going to trust Drummond shooting a 3. I swear, if he gets put up against Joel Embiid, it's over. But if he gets put up against Al Horford, I mean, Drummond could probably take like 30 shots and actually have a chance. And then Lou Will of the Clippers. Honestly, that one's actually going to be really interesting to see. So, alright. But nonetheless, honestly, I want to actually go ahead. I want to give you guys an opinion as to who I think is actually going to win, both the Mountain Dew Kickstart Rising Stars Challenge. I want to let you guys know who I think is going to win. Because then, honestly, this show isn't this show if I don't give you guys some, predictions or something like that. Alright, so let me go ahead. Let me give you guys some picks for tonight, and I'll give you guys some picks for Saturday, or for Sunday. My bad. Actually, yeah, for Sunday, for Friday, and tonight. Hey, because the All-Star game is, because the World Challenge is actually it actually is tomorrow. Oh, so it's actually gonna be interesting, like I said. And so, all right, so tonight. Nuggets, Bucks. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to say that the Bucks get it done. I think that Giannis obviously has got a lot going for him. And obviously, will Giannis take his foot off the gas? Honestly, I think Giannis knows that he's not necessarily getting a lot of love in terms of the MVP voting. So, honestly, I think that Giannis will go ahead and he will go off. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say that the Bucks, obviously, they do get it done. Unless, like I said, unless Giannis is sitting tonight, I do have the Bucks. And then at 9, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say the Timberwolves get it done. The only reason is because, honestly, this team, literally, they have a big 4, I want to say. And everybody's, like, ripping on it. They somewhat have a big 4. And Jeff Teague, I mean, underrated point guard. I mean, honestly, a lot of people say he deserves to be rated where he's rated. But, honestly, I think that, honestly, a lot of people look past his assist numbers and forget that he's also a very deadly three-point shooter. So a lot of people keep that in mind. And then you got Jimmy Butler out there. You got Towns, and you got Wiggins, another guy who probably got snubbed from the All-Star game. But beside the point. So, like I said, I got the Nuggets. I got the Bucks and I got the Timberwolves. My bad. I didn't mean to say the Nuggets. It was the first team that I saw, and then it was like, literally replaced the thought that I had in my brain. So, got that going, and then I'm going to go ahead and let's make actually a prediction for All-Star Weekend, and pretty much the prediction. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to make a prediction and say that Team LeBron, Team LeGM actually beats Team Steph Curry. Why do I say that Team LeBron is going to beat Team Steph Curry? Honestly, LeBron, he is obviously going to... LeBron said it before. He wants to win this. LeBron wants to win the All-Star game. LeBron... Honestly, it might just be to shut Curry up. Let's be realistic, folks. So, honestly, I think Curry's going to be out there to be having fun, but LeBron's going to be out there, trying to... How can I put it? LeBron's just going to be out there hunting, man. And that's the nice way of putting it, man. And so, honestly, I do got Team LeBron beating Team Steph Curry. And honestly, is that a bad thing to say? No, it's not really a bad thing. I mean, like I said, it's in a sense it's the truth because nobody really wants LeBron or Curry to be captain. I mean, the only reason they got voted in as captains is because pretty much nobody really, how can I put it? A lot of people love to bandwagon. So, but that's beside the point, folks. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn it over for 2 songs for you guys. Just real quick. Hey, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll probably talk a little bit about NBA again and to get back into it. But this is just gonna be like a quick break. Probably gonna, like I said, talk about NBA for a little bit. And who knows? Maybe I'll even bring up maybe I'll even talk a little bit about baseball because baseball is coming up soon. So who knows? So guys, like I said, keep it locked here. Guys, you are listening to Sports Talks here on Wkcv, the voice of Keystone College. Gotta lower that copyright. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, what's up? I love you too, Sarah. Love you too, babe. Part of me wants to get a drink real quick. You guys mind if I run and grab a quick drink of water real quick? I'm just gonna go to the fountain. That's all. Yeah, I'm gonna run and grab a drink real quick. So I'll probably be like 3 seconds. Well, not really. You know what I mean. And I'll be right back, guys. Still doesn't work. Are you kidding me? All good. I'm probably gonna stop at the grill and grab something to drink before I gotta go to study hall. So what's up, guys? What's up? So what do you guys think? I know a lot of people don't necessarily follow basketball, but I mean, let me know what you guys think. I mean, like, back to what I was saying about the Warriors and everything. Like, I really don't think that the Warriors should have, 4 players. There's on an all-star team. I mean, come on. That's half the roster. Or, no, not even. That's... Actually, you could make the argument that's, like, a quarter of the roster. Because it would be, 12, right? Yeah, it'd be 12. Video. Oh, that's a good. Oh, I was talking to myself about that. I'm talking to myself about that, about going to the grill. Well, only reason I want to go, only reason I would go to the grill, is just to get a drink, because I don't know. I only get, I get a 5 on me, and I don't really want to get, a ton of quarters back. Plus that it's on my way. But, who knows? Man. You guys ready for baseball? You guys ready for basketball, man? And, actually, I got a good one. How about the Olympics, man? The Olympics are going good, bro. Oh no, I wanted to talk about baseball real quick. Google.com. I got Californication going on, so after Californication, I'll come back on. YouTube, real quick. I gotta tell you guys this. I owe you guys another video tonight. It is gonna be the World Tour video. I had to take the one down last time. or I had to take the one down earlier, and it was obviously, if you guys don't know the reason I took that video down out earlier was, honestly, I didn't realize that I had my mic off. It was kind of a stupid, like, not paying attention move on me. So I owe you guys a World Tour video, and I kind of took it down. I kind of explained it towards the end of the other video. But yeah, main reason I took it down is because I forgot to pretty much forgot to put in my mic, and ironically, it was actually, I'll tell you guys who it was. On Facebook, you can actually listen to this. It was actually the Pirates that I was doing. I don't know who saw it. I don't know who didn't see it. I was doing the Pirates. I was doing the Pittsburgh Pirates, which is the team that I love to do. Ooh, and the reason I love to do the Pirates is simply because I was able to use Garrett Cole because I had the number 1 starter. And pretty much the thing that sucks about using the Pirates, or the thing that sucks about Play Live, is pretty much that it takes away some of the stamina. So I can't use Garrett Cole again. So now I gotta use what's it called? Oh, now I gotta pick a different team, and it's like who knows? But once the number 1 starters do go ahead and they get to where they have to be, once I get the number 1 starters, I will get you guys that Garrett Cole old Pittsburgh Pirates one, because that one I feel like you guys got robbed on, and it was because of me. It was because of me, because of the stupid mic incident. Which honestly, that actually gets me a little bit annoyed, because like that's something that I'm good with. But it's alright. And like I said, a lot of people will turn around and be like, oh, it's no big deal. Well, yeah, it's no big deal to you, but for me, it's a big deal. MLB free agents. How sad is it that the fact that, and by the way, Andrew Kashner just signed. How sad is it that like a lot of these players still aren't unsigned? I mean, JD Martinez isn't signed. Jake Arrieta's not signed. Eric Hosmer's not signed. Hang on, I actually want to also pull up Sport Track. Spot Rack. That's what it's called. I typed in Spot Rack, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up MLB contract. Yeah, we'll go team payrolls. I'm trying to see how much the Cubs have left. $172 million in the payroll. Remaining cash. Oh, that's for players. Team payrolls, there we go. That's what I need. Because this is actually going to be something that I actually do want to talk about. Because some of these teams actually do have some money. Like the Cubs actually have, if I'm correct, they actually should have enough to go after contracts, active contracts, I'll figure it out. But man, these are no short free agents. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, this free agency class is gonna suck. But it hasn't. And real quick, I'm actually gonna say something about that Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Hey, I'm gonna say something, you guys will be shocked. WKCV, the voice of Keystone College, is back. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to obviously Sports Talks here on WKCV, the voice of Keystone College, and it is back, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, I enjoy my time talking to you guys. And right now, I honestly, I was at a crossroads as to what I was going to talk to next. I could have repped on, I could have turned around and I could have sat here for about another, like, 20 minutes and ripped on the Warriors. Or is about how they're not going to win the finals this year. But I was like, save that for next week. So, kind of a little bit of a spoiler for next week, folks, as to what's coming. But honestly, who knows? Honestly, this year is honestly wrapping down. Because obviously March Madness is coming really soon. And I mean, like, March 8th is the last day for NCAA basketball. Well, and then March Madness. So, guys, if you haven't gotten your brackets out, get them started. Alright, nonetheless, so, real quick, I'm actually going to go ahead, and I actually want to talk about, one person real quick. For baseball, real quick, and folks, I'm going to say it like this, it's Shohei Ohtani. Folks, I honestly think this man is going to be a bust. Alright, no offense, this is nothing against the kid, alright? Honestly, I get it. He's being praised and everything. Everyone's like, oh, he's going to be the next Babe Ruth or whatever. Or he was the Japanese Babe Ruth. That's congratulations, folks. He's going to be unbelievable. He's going to be unbelievable. Oh, for like 2 months. All right, watch. I'm telling you, for 2 months he's going to be good, and then he's just going to fall off, and everybody's going to forget about him. I mean, honestly, I am not praising this guy because if I'm correct, like, from what I know, this guy is going to be sent down to the minor leagues at the start of this year. Correct? Heck, I believe, like, at the beginning of the season, he's going to be sent down to the minors, and he's going to get a little bit, apparently, of quote-unquote seasoning. Like, what? You're called the Japanese Babe Ruth, and you're being sent down to the minor leagues for seasoning. Yeah, I don't know if that's the Angels or if that's pretty much him, but that says a lot. But who knows? But honestly, speaking of free agents, guys, I was looking around and I was looking at the free agent market, and I realized a lot of top tier free agents are still unsigned. I mean, as I said, JD Martinez, he's still unsigned. Obviously, apparently, he's torn between... I think he might have said that he wasn't going to sign with the Red Sox. That's what I heard. And then you also got someone who could turn around and say that he might re-sign with the Diamondbacks for another year. And then, who knows on that end. And then you also got someone like Jake Arrieta. You got someone like Eric Hosmer, Mike Moustakas. And the thing is, I'm looking at the team payrolls right now. And right now, total payroll right now, the highest right now is the Red Sox at 201. And then you got the Cubs at 172. And like I'm actually looking at this, man, and I'm actually thinking about it. The Cubs, and a lot of people are, how can I put it? A lot of people could actually turn around and make the argument that the Cubs can't re-sign Arrieta. But they have if I'm correct, they still have 172 mil in payroll. Well, if I'm right, they could potentially, and I mean more than potentially, turn around, and they have a lot of guys still on base salaries. I mean, Rizzo's making 7 mil. Well, I mean, Bryant, obviously, he got paid. He's making, actually, no, he's on arbitration. He's making 10 mil. Well, 10.85 mil. And I mean, again, it's a lot of these guys, and they also have a lot of, like, guys. You got Steve Shestak, who they're going to bring back. Contreras, it's pre-arbitration, and Schwarber pre-arbitration. Like I said, a lot of these guys are pre-arbitration, but honestly, they have a shot to actually bring back Arrieta, in my opinion. And a lot of people are sitting there, and they're probably like, oh, but they're going to pay like Chris Bryant soon. They're going to pay this guy, or they're going to pay Javier Baez, and they're going to pay Chris Bryant. Hey, guys, if you look between the lines, folks, all right, right now, if you look at it, Rizzo, he's at pre-arbitration, and Chris Bryant is at arbitration 1. All right? Hey, these two are not going to be hitting free agency for a while. All right? Hey, now, this year, I'm not sure what their contract status is, but honestly, I really do think that they're going to make it, and I don't think they're going to make their free agency. I do think that, obviously, I think that the Cubs would be absolutely insane not to sign those two. But honestly, I think that they definitely can make a push for Arrieta because honestly, no offense to the Cubs, but they're back in the bullpen. And guys, it's pretty much their last two rotation guys. It's Jose Quintana, it's Jose Quintana. Here, the rotation right now, if they weren't to re-sign Arrieta, it would be Lester or Darvish, Chatwood, Quintana, and Kyle Hendricks. It's possibly Drew Smiley, possibly nope, I think he retired actually. Yep, I think John Lackey retired. But still, man. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to bring Jake Arrieta back, but another team that's actually rumored to bring Arrieta back, actually this would make this team really filthy, is the Nationals. I mean, can you imagine this rotation? Imagine Gio Gonzalez stays the way he's been and actually pitches the way everybody knows how Gio Gonzalez can pitch. It's because, with Gio Gonzalez, he is an absolute train wreck, folks, because 1 year he's on, next year he's off. I mean, it's... who knows with that one, man. And then you got, Strasburg, Scherzer. Enough said on those two. Oh. And then pretty much you sign Arrieta. That's a 4-starter. And the question is, who do we use next? You could use Tanner Roark. You could use a prospect if you wanted to. I'm just saying on that end. Who knows who they could use if they were to sign Arrieta? But still, nonetheless, and a couple other guys that have yet to be signed and that are pretty big name free agents, Hosmer and Moustakas. Those two. Ooh, those two have been teammates for years playing the hot corner for the Royals. Who knows? Maybe they're talking to each other and maybe they're going to actually sign together, or maybe they're going to sign back with the Royals. Let's keep in mind, folks, spring training starts very, very soon. You got... who else do you have? You have Logan Morrison, who hasn't signed, Greg Holland, Jonathan Lucroy. I know Bautista somewhere around there. He still hasn't signed. Pineda signed with the Twins. I don't know why the Yankees didn't re-sign Pineda. That's probably going to come back and bite us, right? Yep. I can probably guarantee it's going to come back and bite us. Carlos Gonzalez hasn't signed. What? Speaking of Carlos Gomez hasn't signed. Neil Walker, probably one of the most underrated second basemen. Dude, look at all. Listen to all these free agents. Definitely power out there. Definitely Jaime Garcia is now a Blue Jay. That's fantastic, man. And I know that I just remembered this. I know Cashner just signed not too long ago. I think he signed with the Nationals, right? Yeah, it was the Nationals. I know. No, it was the Orioles. Well, how do I forget that one? It was an AL East team, man, and I'm not even close. But nonetheless, who knows? It's going to be interesting to see, what happens in terms of who signs. Who knows? One of these signings is, could you imagine if, someone like the Yankees, and believe me, the Yankees have money to spend. Could you imagine if the Yankees go out there and they re-sign Matt Holliday and they're still able to sign someone such as a Mike Moustakas, man? Imagine that. Talk about using Holliday for DH. Judge is projected to be ready for free agent, or is projected to be ready for, opening day. You got Stanton out there. You got Gardner at the top of the lineup. Dude, that would be absolutely filthy. And I'm just thinking about that, and that, again, is just sounding absolutely disgusting, man. But who knows? I know Lance Lynn in rumor to the Yankees, but honestly, who knows with this, man? And Carlos Gonzalez, he's rumored to go to the Blue Jays. I know that for a fact. But it's again, there are so many options for so many teams, and it's who knows who's gonna sign where, who's gonna sign what? Honestly, I'm scratching my head for some of these free agents. I don't know why people aren't just jumping right on it. But I mean, I'm not a GM. This is why I'm not a GM. I wouldn't know. Oh, right? Yeah. But I mean, nonetheless, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? So, all right. So I actually want to go ahead. I actually do want to talk about a little bit of college basketball right here, because obviously, like I said, college basketball is in fact winding down for a little bit. And it's really, how can I put it? It's really going to get interesting to see like what happens these next couple weeks in terms of the NCAA men's basketball, because obviously, like I said, March Madness, it is starting soon. And I'm interested to see who is, projected where. Like right now, what they got projected, this is what they have projected as of today. If everything was to stay the same, it would be Virginia Wagner, and this is, here, I'll start off with the South. It'd be Virginia Wagner, Nevada, Seton Hall, West Virginia, Vermont, Tennessee, Louisiana, Miami, Arkansas, Texas Tech, Belmont, Alabama, Providence, Cincinnati, Florida, Gulf Coast. And then pretty much going for the West, it would be Purdue, Canisius. I hope I said that right. It's a new team. That's a new team to the bracket. Butler, Kentucky, who has fallen to a 9 seed, man. And so think of Kentucky as a 9 seed. That's scary, obviously. When Kentucky's been a threat all these years. Wichita, New Mexico, Arizona, South Dakota, St. Mary's, East Washington. Then you would have North Carolina and Montana, Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, Kansas against UC Santa Barbara. And honestly, then for the Midwest, it would be Xavier against Arkansas Pine Bluff or Nicholas. Arizona State against Florida State. Oklahoma against Loyola Chicago. Ohio State taking on Buffalo, Michigan, and Middle Tennessee. Clemson, Charleston, and Creighton. In Houston, Auburn, UNC, Asheville. Then you have Nova taking on Hartford or Savannah State. Louisville taking on TCU. Gonzaga taking on Eastern Tennessee State. You would have Florida taking on USC or NC State. Michigan State against Northern Kentucky. Missouri and Kansas State, Duke and Bucknell. Now, honestly, looking at all these teams, obviously you would have 9 from the ACC, 8 from the SEC. You would have 7 from the Big 12, 6 from the Big East, 5 from the Pac-12, 4 from the Big 10, 3 from the American, 2 from the West Coast. Now, obviously, folks, I would be lying if I didn't say I don't think that, someone like a Duke or someone like Virginia or someone like NC State, it would actually turn around and they would actually win. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Now, obviously, with all the praise that, is coming around the draft class this year with Michael Porter Jr. obviously coming in, and honestly, I'm looking forward. I know Luka Doncic is coming in as well. But honestly, man, I'm looking forward to seeing like what will happen in the NCAA. And honestly, if I had to make a guess right now as to who I would think, like I said, I'd be lying if I didn't think that Coach K didn't have a chance for Duke. I forget where they would be in the first round. They would be facing Bucknell. Well, I think Bucknell's a PA school, isn't it? Bucknell's I'm almost positive Bucknell is a PA school. I could be wrong. Could be right. Who knows? But honestly, I'm interested to see what would happen in terms of these playoffs. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if someone such as even Kansas, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn around and they make it. But honestly, I'm not sure who I got this year. And honestly, it's really, this is going to be something that I turn around and I look at like each week. as everything winds down. I'm going to be looking at the brackets and everything, and I'm going to be looking to see, like, you know, who has the best chance of making the playoff or making the college this tournament. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to see, because I know, like I said, obviously a lot of these teams obviously get a lot of praises. I know right now in the AP Top 25, I know Virginia's ranked 1, Michigan State, Villanova, Xavier, or Cincinnati, Purdue, Texas Tech, Ohio State, Gonzaga, Auburn. Obviously, those are your top 10 right there. But, I mean, imagine somebody such as... How can I put it? Or imagine somebody such as a... Who was it? I think it was a Virginia comes in. I mean, Virginia seeded... Or not Virginia. Kentucky seeded at a 9 seed. And think about all the players that have been, you know... dealt out of Kentucky. I know Bledsoe. I know, Karl Anthony Towns is a couple of them. And I mean, just imagine that. But honestly, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what happens this year. As I said. And honestly, who knows? I mean, you know, why not? I'll give you guys some, like, predictions real quick. If this was to be the bracket, I'll go ahead. I'll say Virginia beats Wagner. Seton Hall upsets Nevada. West Virginia kills Vermont. Louisiana loses to Tennessee. Arkansas beats Miami. Texas Tech runs over Belmont. Providence loses to Alabama. Cincinnati wins. Then we'll go Purdue beats Canias. Kentucky upsets Butler, or if you want to call it an upset, at Wichita State. It loses to New Mexico. Arizona beats South Dakota. I'll say Washington beats St. Mary's. North Carolina, UNC. Matt, this one. Matt, I got your UNC boys beating Montana. I'll say Virginia Tech goes ahead and beats Texas A&M. And then Kansas beats UC Santa Barbara. And then back at the top, it's I got Xavier. They're beating whoever the 16th seed would be. Florida State beats Arizona State. Oklahoma State beats Loyola Chicago. Ohio State tramples Buffalo. Michigan beats Middle Tennessee. Clemson kills Charleston. Houston upsets Creighton. Auburn loses to UNC Asheville. Nova beats whoever they got to face, whether it's Harvard or Savannah State. I'm going to say Louisville beats TCU. Gonzaga beats East Tennessee. Actually, I'll say it like this. If USC makes it, USC beats Florida. If NC State makes it, Florida beats NC State. Michigan State beats Northern Kentucky. And for the last two, Missouri beats Kansas State. And Duke beats Bucknell. So, alright guys. So, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me, guys. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Guys, make sure you enjoy All-Star Weekend this weekend for the NBA. It is actually going to be something, you know, I repped on a lot of some of the guys out there that are going to be there. Obviously, I ripped on Steph Curry, but, I mean, come on. Let's be realistic. As long as JaVale McGee doesn't make it, because, I mean, it wouldn't be the NBA All-Star Game. It would be NBA Shaqtin' a Fool. Obviously, although... you know, JaVale can't be on Shaqtin' a Fool for whatever reason. Apparently, you know, JaVale started to cry, Shaq made fun of him, and then his mama got involved. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Shaq, you gonna let your mom fight your battles? Come on, bro. Oh, JaVale on there? I mean, come on. JaVale's like a 3-time Shaqtin' MVP. But, I mean, I'm just a guy behind the mic, right? I don't know that much. But who knows? Who knows, man? Alright, guys, so, like I said, I do appreciate everybody listening, guys. I do appreciate you guys, you know, inviting me into your houses, inviting me to, you know, give my opinion on sports for, you know, the past hour. And, guys, I hope I see you guys again real soon. Guys, thank you again, once again, for listening. And guys, you are, in fact, listening to Wkcv, the voice of Keystone College. Guys, this has been Sports Talks. Guys, again, thank you for tuning in. And, guys, I will see you guys right back here same time next week. Later, guys. Alright, there we go. Alright, another successful show in the books. done with that. Turn that back on to auto. Alright, guys, so thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it as always, guys. YouTube, as I said, I owe you guys a video tonight. I owe you guys a video. I'll get you that video. Who else do I? Yeah, but actually, no. YouTube, you're the only one I owe a video to tonight. So, YouTube, you guys are going to get a video tonight. Expect it around 10:30. 10:30, I'll say. Yeah, I'll say 10:30. Alright, so pretty much, YouTube, if you're watching this video tonight, I owe you 10:30 World Tour, MLB World Tour. I'll see you guys then. Alright, YouTube, take it easy, guys.